Welcome to another video. Today we are playing Umi Swordsoul in the Attribute 4 Festival. It's been pretty fun. Still got all the classic staples, but don't have to worry about tier limits sending our entire deck to the graveyard. Opponent gonna hit our fish sonar with an Ash Blossom. These things happen. Now we got the Tenyi Spirit, and in this festival, most of the good Tenyi Spirits are banned. We got the water one. We don't have the light one that searches for a Tenyi. We don't have the dark one that sends a card back to hand, but that's okay. We got the Pacific Field Spell, we got Ice Barrier, we got Sea Stealth Attack, we got the Ocean Dragon Lord. We'll be locking our opponent into Water Monsters. Let's see if this is enough. And if you watch my channel before, you know I love to play 1 Pacifist, 2 copies of regular old Legendary Ocean. Opponent playing. Sea Stealth Attack hitting us. Oh, there you go. Love to see that. They're ashing the search on the Pacifist. Now, we're going to get this search many times, so happy to see opponents waste an ash on that. Virtual World is our opponent, and Virtual World real strong. They're going to try and destroy our Sea Stealth Dragon, our Umi Dragon, our Ocean Dragon Lords. We're going to banish him with the Sea Stealth Attack, save him till end of turn. Our opponent's going to get to do their Virtual World combo, which, without light and dark monsters, hopefully won't be as strong. But Virtual World, very powerful. I think almost entirely wind archetype, or mostly wind. They got some dark earth monsters too. Dragon Mech gonna pop. Our Ice Bear, that's okay. Can activate in the graveyard. Opponent might get a negate out, which is why I'm doing this now. I'm gonna search with Ice Bear now, because I don't want to get hit by some sort of negate. So we're gonna get Mega Fortress Whale into the graveyard and put the Shatana back in hand. Whale we can probably get out of the graveyard later, and Shatana is good for making rank 4s, and also summons itself for free. And we can make the Monk and do a little cool Monk play, which you might see. Hopefully, we'll see. And right now we've been doing kind of Umi things, but this is a Umi Swordsoul deck, so we also got the power of Swordsoul. Opponent has summoned 1,000 monsters, as is tradition. They're making a Virtual World Phoenix, and what does this do? Once per turn, detach 2 materials, target a face-up card and a card in the graveyard, banish them. That is very good. They're going to be able to banish our Whale and banish our Sea Stealth or our Umi. And what are they going for? Banishing the Sea Stealth. That is not ideal. Opponent going into Yugioh Masterduel Final Sigma. Hold on a second. This card is Synchro 12, unaffected by card effects except Mathmech cards, and while it's in the extra monster zone, which means we can't pop it. We got to get over 3,000 attack. So that's going to be difficult. Opponent hit us with the Phoenix, hitting us for 3,000 damage. Ocean Dragon Lord is coming back. Opponent has no negates, which is good. They're going to have to choose to keep 1 monster, but I think I know what they're keeping. The Mathmech Final Sigma is their only monster on the field now. They won't be able to summon as long as Ocean Dragon Lord's here, but they got a pretty easy out to him. So how do we get rid of this? Now, I used to run Turtle Kaiju, and I should probably run Turtle Kaiju in this deck list. You send Ice Bear to the graveyard, search for Turtle Kaiju, the Yugioh Masterduel, but this build doesn't have the Turtle Kaiju, so we need another way. We're going to search for Sea Stealth Attack. We're going to send a Sea Stealth 2 to the graveyard. We're going to go Turtle mode. We're going to put this Tenyi Spirit on the field just because we might want to have a body on field to banish with Sea Stealth Attack if everything goes horribly wrong. Opponent, go into battle. We're actually going to let the Ocean Dragon Lord die here. We still got something to banish with the Sea Stealth Attack. Is that the right play? Hard to say. Hard to say. We're going to banish that Tenyi Spirit Shatana. Keep our face-up spells undestroyable. Now, our Umi can resummon our Ocean Dragon Lord. We do get the search, we get the token. Get that Phantasm Spiral Dragon in hand. Opponent going to do a lot of wombo combos though, so we'll see. Can Virtual World get us? Opponent making a Power Tool Braver Dragon, okay. Not sure what this does. Searching a lot of equip spells usually is problematic. Opponent is switching to defense mode to pop our token. That's not really a great use of resources. Token is going to come immediately back, because this is not a once per turn. Every time they pop activate an effect, if we don't have the token, we get the token back. So token immediately returns. Base token. Alright. Opponent, not sure what this Power Tool Braver Dragon's doing. Not really worried about that. And we still have no out to the Yugioh Masterduel. It is unaffected by effects. We need 3,000 attack. Phantasm Spiral Dragon, 2,900. And if we had saved our our Ocean Dragonlord, we could have got a Legendary Ocean, boosted our attack points to get over the final Sigma, but that is not the pathway we have right now. So it looks like we're going to have to stall for a turn. Let's go battle phase. And we know what our opponent's set card is. This is a bit of a mistake on my part. We know our opponent searched for a trap, and I think it was revealed. There we go, Virtual World Gate Chronicle. It says you can target a face-up card on the field, shuffle 2 banished virtual worlds with different names from each other into the deck and destroy it. It is a continuous trap. I don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh works. Some continuous traps, when you flip them up, you have to activate them after they've flipped, and some of them activate on flip. So I thought this was one that activates after flipping. You flip it, and then you have to activate on a new chain. But this is one of those ones that activates when it's flipped. So we're saving our Ocean Dragonlord, thinking that we're safe, but he's responding with Virtual Gate, and he's popping this before our spells and traps are undestroyable. So we're in big trouble. That was a mistake. Could have just let Ocean Dragonlord die after clearing the field. Opponent got rid of both of our Sea Stealths. We have no more Sea Stealth attacks. We have the Ocean Dragonlord, so they can't summon any monsters, but we're in big trouble. Virtual Gate, gonna banish a Virtual World, negate our Ocean Dragonlord's effects. Banishing more Virtual Worlds means they have more fuel for the Virtual World Gate. Chuche. And they're summoning more Virtual World monsters. And all these boys summon themselves from the hand and graveyard for free. So are we done? Did we make too many Umi mistakes? Well, we're just going to keep believing until there's no hope left. Opponent making a Gauntlet Launcher. Going to target a monster, destroy it. Popping the Ocean Dragonlord's fine, because if they go to battle, we get them back. Opponent going to the end phase. Alright, we get drawing. Drawing a Shithana, okay. Their opponent is just doing more aggro things. Spinning our Umi. Alright, we're running out of stuff to do. Shithana, gonna make the Hope Woven Spider Shark. Hope Woven can detach to reduce attack. Unfortunately, the Yugioh Masterduel is unaffected, but if our Hope Woven is destroyed, we can summon a monster from the graveyard. So we have an option here. We could attack into the Yugioh Masterduel, resummon our Ocean Dragonlord. We'd get a search, so we could search for our second copy of the Sea Stealth 2, but then opponent is going to clear it with an attack. So what I'm going to try and do here is clear out some of our opponent's monsters, not taking any unnecessary life point damage. Probably not the best move. Honestly, probably would have been best just to crash, resummon the Ocean Dragonlord from the graveyard, search for another Umi, keep ourselves safe, but we're going greedy. Opponent Pot of Greeting, instant contacting, gonna let him get a level 7, synchroing into Baron. This deck does seem very fun to play. Getting a Virtual Kirin. And is this it? Are we done? They got a negate, they got a pop. They're going for the pop. Pop in our Phantasm Spiral. Pacifist is gonna reduce the attack. Opponent, I don't know if this is just a fun fact though. If you activate this and opponent negates it, its effect to special summon itself, or special summon a water from the graveyard, it doesn't happen because it misses timing. So lucky our opponent didn't negate that. They're going to crash into the Hope Woven. Hope Woven going to activate, and opponent is going to negate the Ocean Dragonlord's resummon. Baron de Fleur only has 2,000 attack because of our reduction though, so they can't get through the token. Time for a top deck. Alright, let's go. That's right, Swordsoul power. We got the Mo Yi. Mo Yi, normal summon. Reveal. The Phantasm Spiral is a worm. Get the token. Let's draw a card. We're going to make White Aura Whale. Whale is going to pop every attack position monster opponent controls. Mo Yi going to draw a card. Get poppin'. Our Umi has failed us, and now it's time to for Swordsoul to save us, drawing into the Emergence. Emergence going to get us the Strategist, and we got a worm in hand to discard. And you know what this means. It's time. Get that token. Get the Supreme Sovereign. And he's got 4,400 attack points. Let's go to battle. We finally got enough attack to get over this Yugioh Masterduel. Whale and the token are going to get us in for lethal damage, and that is the power of Umi Swordsoul. Let's go on to the next game. If you love Umi Swordsoul and the channel, please consider subscribing. I'll have some more videos coming up, and we're going to be doing a new Umi list. Not next video, but it's coming soon. Once the new ban list hits, we're going to do a new Umi deck with our poor Foolish Burial Goods at 1. Is it still worth it to play Foolish Burial Goods? What other cards should you put in the deck? Stay tuned to the channel, say subscribe, and you'll find out. I'll have this full deck list at the end of the video if you want to try it out. Now, obviously, this is for the Attribute 4 Festival, which should still be going on at the time of this video comes out. But even if it's not, you can try out this deck on ladder. It's real fun. And I got other Umi variants coming up. Umi Swordsoul variants. Very fun to play. Opponent playing Salamangrates. They got this nice little board set up while we were talking. In this festival, Salamangrates good, but a lot more fair because they don't have access to the old access code talker. Now, what is this hand doing? We got a Cosmic Cyclone to clear the back row. We got Fish Sonar to search for our Ocean Dragonlord. We could do Mo Yi, but we don't have Worm in hand, so we're gonna hold Mo Yi for later. Let's banish that back row. Heat Soul gonna activate to draw a card at the cost of life points. Hitting that Imperm is very good. Opponent gonna max C. Now, great thing about Umi deck does not care about max C. You max C the Umi deck, you maybe get to draw 1 card if you're lucky. Oh, get the Jellyfish out here. Send the Pacifist to the graveyard with a Jellyfish. Ocean Dragonlord gonna get the Sea Stealth attack, and that's why we're running 1 Pacifist. Let's clear out the Bale Links from the graveyard by attacking into Sunlight Wolf. Set our back row. Get the Umi online. Now we got negate with Jellyfish once it resolves. Opponent won't be able to summon any monsters. We got 2 Ice Barriers to protect from attacks. And we got the bounce with the Sea Stealth attack. Opponent choosing to keep Salamangrate Sunlight Wolf for some reason. Can't attack. Or doesn't want to attack. Ice Age Remora, not the card we want to see, but opponent is out of here. They're done. Can't handle the Umi control. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, let's go. Game number 3. We got Mo Yi in the hand again, but no worms. Luckily, our Pacifist is going to add worms to our hand. That's why the synergy is so great. You're just getting free worms from Mo Yi. Opponent going to hit us with the Max C. We're going to negate the Max C. And opponent hitting us with the Imperm. Alright, so we were trying to summon our Mega Fortress Whale, but opponent going to negate. By negating, though, they stop their Max C from drawing the many cards. So is that really what they wanted? You tell me. Let's set this Cosmic Cyclone and pass to the opponent. Jellyfish versus the world. But maybe their token's going to get us some value. Gigantus. Opponent just normal summon attacking, not even activating effects. Crashing into the Jellyfish. Jellyfish is gone. Alright. Not ideal, because we didn't get the search. We didn't get a worm to hand. Opponent. Not activating effects. What is this? What is normal summon 1900 attack monster? What play is this? Alright, luckily, drew the Shithana, so now Mo Yi combo can go off. Let's go. Mo Yi activate. Reveal Shithana. Opponent very rudely gonna activate Maxi a second time. Can't really do much about that. We have already committed to the token, so we kind of have to go into the synchro play. White Aura Whale coming out again. I almost never summoned this, but here we are in this festival. White Aura Whale coming out twice without the Swordsoul monster to go into. White Aura Whale, actually a very frequent choice here. We did give opponent a nice free pot, agreed with their Max C, but we'll just have to deal with it. Drawing Sea Stealth attack is great. Sea Stealth attack lets us protect our whale. And as soon as we draw into the Che Ying, we can banish a monster each turn. Gonna trigger the Che Ying, banish a card from field and graveyard. Opponent, what are you really doing though? Add Emancipators. That's what this was all about. Giving us a token finally. Giving us a search for the Phantasm Spiral Dragon. But what can opponent do here? We're going to protect our face-up spell and traps by banishing the token. Opponent's going to give us a new token guaranteed. Token comes back. What is opponent going to do though? The Dragite on the field. Activating the Dragite. Forgot he has another effect. He can special summon rock monsters. Gonna get them. And spins. Oh, he spins. He doesn't special summon. He reveals a bunch of monsters and then you spin back to hand for the number of rock monsters you reveal. Very powerful second effect on this Dragite. In a rock deck. Opponent hitting our token, leaving us with nothing. And if we set and activate the Sea Stealth attack, it's gonna get popped by the Dragite. So what is the play here? How do we get through this Dragite? If we can even summon this Pacifist, it won't get through. We don't have a way of summoning the whale. Let's see what we draw. We draw the Sea Stealth. Again, we activate this, gets negated by the Dragite, so that's not ideal. What's the play? Well, I'll tell you, we have an out in hand. It's the Shatana. Let's show you how. Shatana, special summon itself for free. Link into the Monk of the Tenyi, and you're thinking, hey, what are you doing? You're going to battle? Monk of the Tenyi? What is this, some sort of Zeus nonsense? Watch this. Monk attacks. It's destroyed. When a normal monster destroyed Shatana triggers, banishes itself, resummons the normal monster, and destroys a monster or card on the field, sorry. So we get to destroy the Dragite with our little Monk. Monk even gets in another hit, another 3,000 damage. That's it, that's the trick. Let's activate our spells, get our Sea Stealth, get our Umi on the field. And opponent, they were got by the Monk. It was too much value, and they are rage quitting. Love to see it. Let's go on to the next game. Alright. We got a bit of an awkward hand here. What is the line? Well, we have two options. We could activate our Pacifist, activate our Sea Stealth, search for the Ocean Dragonlord. If our opponent goes to battle, we can use the Sea Stealth 2 to summon the Ocean Dragonlord, assuming they don't have any negates or pops. We wipe their field, and then we could carry on from there. Or, we could special summon our whale using Ice Jade Tremora. So we're going to go for the Tremora line. Is that the right play? Hard to say. This hand is not great. We got a lot of bricks in here. We don't want really the whale. We don't really want the Spiral Dragon. But we're not out of this yet. Opponent hitting us with the Maxi for extra rudeness. Gonna draw off our Tremora. Let's get the whale out here. Now, I think the whale's the right play. But we can summon the whale with the Umi. So, hard to say. If whale gets destroyed, we get to summon from the deck a warrior. But if we activate the Pacifist, then we're locked into only normal monsters. So we're going to activate to get the token. And that means our whale on pop will not summon a monster to the field. So that could potentially be a problem. Opponent getting Speedroids on. They're Speedroiding. And I don't know what Speedroids do. They are rolling dice. They are summoning 1,000 monsters. Let's give them the little fast forward treatment. Can opponent get through our whale and our token? Opponent is summoning Speedroids. Summoning more Speedroids. Searching for more Speedroids. This is a lot of summoning. Making a Clearwing Rider. That is going to roll dice. Or some other nonsense. Once per turn, rolling a 5 means they get to shuffle 5 cards back and pop 5 cards on the field. Yeah, so that is a really great roll for them. Wiping our entire field. Whale triggers, but we can't summon the General Wayne. And opponent has pretty easily free lethal. They just gotta summon 3,000 more monsters first. Not sure why opponent is doing all this. Yeah, you got it. You got it, opponent. You got lethal. Yeah, they're still going. Okay, Baranda Fleur, sure. Now you really got lethal. They're not done? Oh, there we go. There we go. Lethal with the Speedroids. Showing off their Call by the Grave. Thanks, opponent. Very cool. Getting got by Speedroids. Hey, it happens. Every deck bricks. And, you know, with our deck end hit, bricks are going to happen more often. You got to be ready emotionally. Let's go on to the next game. We got one more game. See, I got the garbage field. But we're playing Umi Swordsoul, which is not garbage. Opponent setting a singular card. Let's show them the power of Umi Swordsoul. Emergence. Get the Strategist. Summon the Moyi. Reveal the Strategist. Get the token. Discard the Adara. Get the token. Special summon. Make the Supreme Sovereign. Opponent has no cards in graveyard, so Supreme Sovereign can't trigger yet. White Orwell. Gonna do piercing battle damage. And you know what? Let's go for lethal. Let's go for lethal. Fish Sonar. Adding the Ocean Dragonlord to hand. And because we have an Umi on the field, special summoning the Phantasm Spiral Dragon from the deck. Let's search with the Ice Barrier. We could have gotten Ice Jade Tremora, but we're going to set up for next turn in case this flip monster does something. Let's get in. Whale does piercing battle damage. Pop that Symphonic Warrior. It's going to flip. Do some nonsense. But that does not matter. Phantasm Spiral Dragon and Swordsoul Supreme Sovereign get in for easy lethal. And that is the true power of Umi's Swordsoul. Look at that devastation. Let's go on to the deck list. Alright, here is the attribute for Umi Swordsoul deck list. Let's have a look. And like I said, you can play this until the ban list hits and you lose your Foolish Barrel Goods. So let's get going. We got one Phantasm Spiral Dragon, one Adhara, one Crystal Beast Tortoise. This is probably going to get cut once we lose our Foolish Barrel Goods because we're running the Rainbow Bridge package. So Rainbow Bridge, you have to search for the Crystal Tortoise, and you get a field spell of your choice. We got two Warrior Atlantis, which I played a dozen games. I didn't see Warrior Atlantis one time. Where was he? In the deck. We got two Shatanas, triple Moyi, triple Jellyfish, one General Wayne, one Ice Shade Tremora, one Ocean Dragonlord, two Strategist. I'm not sure why this guy's still at 2. They could probably unlimit this. Konami, what are you doing? Why is this guy at 2 still? That's silly. We got Mega Fortress Whale. We got triple Foolish Barrigades, triple Emergence, triple Fish Sonar, two Legendary Oceans, one Pacifist, one Sea Stealth 2, two Cosmic Cyclones, triple Ice Barrier, one Rainbow Bridge, two Sea Stealth Attack in the extra deck, Coral Dragon, White Aura Dolphin, Whale, Dragite, Crocodile Dragon, Baron, Supreme Sovereign, Sinister Sovereign, number 37, number 4, 2 Stealth Kraken Spawns, 2 Monk of the Tenyi, and a Shaman of the Tenyi. I hope you liked today's video. Check out my other videos on Umi Swordsoul if you want to see lists for ladder. And stay tuned to the channel, stay subscribed to see what happens once we remove the Foolish Bear Goods, start mixing it up. Alright, I think there's some cool water monsters coming in the future too, so stay tuned. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.